everybody. Welcome to EduBeat. We took some time off, but we are back and super excited. So please take a moment to welcome our favorite person in the whole world, Sarah, my co-host in crime, my co-host in all the things professional, Dr. Sarah Thomas.
Well, thank you so much. Very, very happy to be here. And I wanted to also welcome just an amazing, awesome, multi-talented person I always got to point backwards. I got to point like the opposite direction, but here we go. Yeah, we have the amazing Mandy Freilich in the house.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here, everybody. We both, Sarah and I, have had a crazy day, so I know I might seem a little frazzled, so I apologize in advance for that. But yeah, it's that time of year, right, Sarah?
It sure is. It sure enough is. Maybe that ties into our whole adulting thing, because that's exactly what I was about to say. Like for mine, it's the least wonderful time of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It's crazy out there. And I feel a little bit like people are just going a little nuts in general. Like it's not even just for, education, but just the vibe out there is something else. So I'm hoping that summer comes around and everybody gets their vitamin D and they start to just calm down a little bit. So
Yeah, I know I need it, because right now I'm just like, I feel like a zombie
yeah,
right now. Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, this last maybe 2 or 3 months have been super duper stressful, just like on all sides. So I'm just hoping that life just kind of stops lifing for a moment, you know?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not,
Yep.
because that would mean I'm dead. So no, I need life to keep, but stop being so complicated. About to say some
Yeah.
Arabic
Yeah.
things. Gosh.
1,000%. I had posted a meme on Facebook that was like, the existence of sweet nothings implies the existence of spicy everythings, which could explain what's going on in this reality. And I just thought that that was so appropriate. We just got spicy everything going on.
That is real talk. Real talk. I'm tired of spicy everythings. I need it all to be just sweet and calm and chill.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. So I'm hoping that comes with summer and the warmth and sun and all of those things. So that would be great. What else is new in your life?
Ooh, let me see what else is new. So the end of the school year is coming up, summer's coming up, so your girl's about to get a new position in some way, shape, or form. So I'm still, we all gonna be surprised together. Surprise! So yeah, so just waiting, crossing fingers, eyes and toes that it's the position I want,
Yeah.
and so we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. I'll make a little Facebook announcement whenever whatever becomes available.
Yeah. You gotta love how the universe just, takes its sweet time and doing what it wants to do. And, you can only prepare so much before you just have to lean into it, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah.
True. Yeah, what's new with you?
Well, I bought a new horse, so there's that.
Hey.
Not a new horse, because first of all, it's a new to me horse. Is that like a car? You can't really be a new horse because it's not just born, but new to me
Yeah.
horse. And so looking for name suggestions. So if any of our audience listening has name suggestions, that would be amazing. My other horse's name is Atlas, so it's got to like rhyme or make sense or something like that. So
Map.
yeah, so I'm excited to do that. That's my self-care stuff, and yeah, so we'll see.
Super dope. Yeah, my name suggestion is map or globe.
Yeah. Those are fantastic suggestions, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Of
for
course,
those. I will
you
definitely, they're on the list.
yes.
They're definitely writing them down right now.
For sure, for sure. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh man.
Um,
Yeah.
all right. Well, if you're joining us for the first time for EduBeat, what we do is we go in and we find some of the newest, like videos or newsworthy caption titles to bring in and to talk about and to give our opinions on and just maybe give a little bit of background or history to it. And then we also kind of play a game where we have to guess what has been redacted from a title. So much harder than it seems like it would be.
Yeah.
And so we're going to start out with a video. Do you have a video for us today?
No. I
Hey,
have
what's that song that's playing? There's music
song.
that's playing. No, I
Uh
can't hear it. Is that just me? Why am I hearing music?
I don't know.
Usually it's just
Maybe Cool
voices in
is
my head
listening to
that I'm
something.
hearing.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe Cool is listening to something in the background that's bleeding through. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
possibly. I should bust out my AirPods. Yeah, this is not product placement, by the way, y'all. This is just what I have on hand. But yes,
Yeah,
indeed. Yeah, but yeah, I have like a blog post slash podcast. So I listen
perfect.
to this I guess this podcast network called Optimal Living Daily. And pretty much what they
Okay.
do is that they have like all these different categories. They have like overall like living, they have health, they have work, they have money, they have a whole rack of stuff. I listen to like all these podcasts. They're like less than 10 minutes every single day on like 3 times speed. And so there
That's
was one
crazy
I
that you do
listened
that.
to. Yeah, yeah, it's nuts. But there was one I listened to a while ago, and it was about how to train yourself to stay focused. So they read like a podcast episode, or they read a blog post with permission from the author every day. So this is by Leo Babada. I actually know how to pronounce his name because I because I hear them say it on the air. So Leo Babada has zenhabits.net, how to train yourself to stay focused. And starting with the why, the method, pick a most important thing, do a focus session, blah, blah, blah. And I really like this. And the reason that I like this is because I'm really trying to be more productive lately. And I mean, I'm always trying to be more productive, but I feel like right now I'm kind of failing at life until
Yeah.
I read a book by a fantastic author who showed me, oh, what's up, JC? In the comments, just putting it on the screen, JC saying I need help focusing. Me too. Me too. Yes, but
Hey,
I
fun.
found a very, very helpful tool by an author named Mandy Freilich, which was the 5 a day which was a 5 a day method. And I would love for you to share that with the viewers, like a
Yeah.
little about your book.
Um, yeah, I'll do a quick plug, I guess. I had written a book called The 5 a Day System because I struggle with procrastination and usually as a result of my ADHD. And but the more that I talk to people, it's really we're never taught how to prioritize. We're never taught that. And so like it's not like somebody sits us down and says, you do this first because of this and you do that because of that, in that time frame. Like nobody ever does that for us. And so it's really that the people who succeed at not procrastinating are the people who just inherently know how to prioritize because we're just not taught. And so, for me, for a really long time, prioritization meant that I did the thing I had to do the day of or day before. And that to me, putting something as a priority. So I came up with a system to help me with that. That was called the 5 a day. And when I would explain it to people, it it was not coming through. I would say, well, I have a list of 5 things, but there's more to it than just doing 5 things a day. And so I just put it in a book and was like, hey, if this helps anybody else, And the people who have, tried it and maybe adjusted it to what they needed in some way, have really liked it. But again, I think it comes down to like, we're that's just not something we're taught how to do, is prioritize. So yeah, so thanks.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. And I see Dr. JC Meslick is in the house and left a comment. Yes, the 5 a day is helping me. And I have to say, yeah, this is amazing. Like my hack, what I do with the 5 a day is that I put it in Chat GPT and I'm just like, okay, Chat GPT, can you break these down into what you think they are? Are they going to take me a long time or short time, tier one or tier two? And so it gets
Mhm.
it, and then I like revise. I'm like, no, this is really a tier two, blah, blah, blah. No, this is really a tier one. But whenever I get it set, then I'm just like, okay, randomize it for me. And that way it
Mhm.
keeps me on my toes. So I absolutely love, love, love your book. Like it is a game changer. So
Yeah,
yes,
thanks.
indeed. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, I think a lot of people just need help with that. And even if it's, to help kids learn how to do it, so we have a system for teaching them how to prioritize, it would be worth it if a few people used it. So that would be great.
Yeah, for sure. That's dopeness. So what's your EduBeat news?
Oh, so I brought in I felt like we couldn't not talk about this. Could not talk about this. We had to talk about this. So I brought in a tweet that I had seen, and actually I had found this online. One of our friends had shared it, and I didn't ask them the permission to use their name, so I'm not going to. But they had shared it on Facebook, and so it was a tweet that said NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell on Harrison Butker's. I'm just going to call him Harrison Butt. Sorry, that's just the way it's going to be. I'm not putting the cur on. It's going to just stay Butt. Commencement speech. We have over 3,000 players. They have a diversity of opinions and thoughts, just like America does. I think that's something that we treasure, and that's part of ultimately what makes us as a society better. And when we just take this tweet without any real context or knowing, what it's standing for, I agree. Like that, obviously, diversity of opinions and being able to have those conversations, that's true. Like that's part of what makes us great when we treasure those things. But it's obviously the background of Harrison Butt's commencement speech that was focused on, women being in the kitchen and having babies and like that type of thing, that Roger Goodell was referencing. So did you have any thoughts on that at all, Sarah?
Yeah, so so I appreciate you bringing this. Like at first, I was just like, is that the football dude? But yeah, like you said, this kind of makes you do a double take because it's just like at first it's like okay, yeah, that sounds good, but then when you think about it, like what did this guy say? This is like, like that's not necessarily something that I personally think should be endorsed. Speaking as Sarah, not speaking as EduMatch, but like
Of
EduMatch
course.
does not have a stance on anything. EduMatch is, well, I mean, we have a stance on some things. We do have stances, so I roll that back. But I'm speaking as Sarah right now to say
Mhm.
that I don't know. I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't endorse anything that was said. Like I think that it's just I disagree, and I think it's divisive, So
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. And I think like if we bring this back, like what does this have to do with education? Well, first of all, it was a commencement speech at a university, so that's one thing. But the second thing is that it made me think about like what do we do as educators or as a society when, like, how do we address this with our kids? Because like it or not, these are football players, they're celebrities, they come with a certain amount of influence just by being who they are um, on a professional football field. And so when things are put forward like this that are honestly like harmful to women's rights, that really set us back 40 years,
Or
that
more.
yeah, or more, yeah. Um, yeah, because it's 2024, which is insane because that means like it like 50 years ago was not 1950 like we think it is. That's not
That's
how math,
nuts.
that mathing doesn't work. Um, but so like, what do you have any thoughts on anything that we can do to really help address this with students when things like this happen, when it's such an influential person?
Yeah, that's a good question. And, a similar question did come up in one of our EduMatch forums this week about a student who was making some divisive comments and things of that nature. And, my main advice which I think can apply here, like when we are unpacking this with students, is to take an inquiry stance. Like, what do you think, what do you think this means? What do you think the intent was? Who does it benefit? How do you think that the recipients of this message feel? Would you want someone to feel that way? Have you ever felt that way? Things of that nature, I think, might be good ways to address it with students.
Yeah,
What
I
about
love
you?
that. Yeah, I mean, I love that. I couldn't have said it any better. Doing some sort of Socratic seminar or, anything that would require them to dig into their thoughts and feelings on it. Maybe even do a little bit of research along with it. But being able to ask those questions and then come up with, what are the facts? What are the opinions? And then, like you said, how can we empathize? How can we understand and empathize with the people who might be hearing this message? Yes, I could not have said it any better. I absolutely love
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. As someone who stumbles over their words all the time, then I do appreciate you saying that.
that. No, no way. No, that was very eloquent. And if anybody has any other ideas of things that we could do with students to help in, conversations like these that really need to happen in order for us to make sure that people are having a voice. I mean, I've read another article today about just some of the issues that are happening with women's health and abortion rights and things. I don't want to get too political and go down that road, but women's rights have really taken a huge hit in the last few years, and I think that having those really difficult conversations and talking about what we can do to make sure that women's bodies are respected and that our careers, our chosen careers are respected, our brains, our intelligence, all of the things. Um,
Humanity.
you know, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
all right, so that was mine. So should we go on to slide 2, which I'm pretty sure is yours?
All right, yes. So this one, and I always say I think that this one is, at least I think the first word might be a giveaway, but the rest of it might be challenging. But I liked it. Like I thought the article was gonna say one thing, but it kind of said something the other that gave me the warm fuzzies. So all right, so go ahead and guess what this says. And to our viewers, you can feel free to guess as well.
Yeah, throw it into the chat. What do you think it says? I'm going to give everyone a second while I think about it here. So it takes a blank. Why blank are joining their blank on the blank at blank. Okay, so I'm going to give this a shot. Just waiting, giving it a second for other people who are guessing.
You got
Um,
this.
I wish we had a Vanna, like to go
We do need
across and like
to
remove the black. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Like
be.
a little avatar Vanna. That would be
Yeah.
fun. Um, I want to say it takes a village.
Right.
Why parents
Uh-huh.
are joining their kids on the
Uh-huh.
stage at graduation?
What? What?
Did I get it?
You got it. Yeah, you got it. Fantastic.
First one
So it takes the
ever.
village.
I've never gotten
Yes,
this.
that very well done. I think that's the
Oh,
first time
thank
either
you.
one of
Thank
us.
you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the first time either one of us guessed, I think, especially on the first try like that. Yeah,
Well, I
but
probably, my eldest daughter is my youngest daughter is graduating high school, and I just came from a discussion on that. So I think it was probably like in my head a little bit. I have, some context. So.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, and I was thinking about you, like, when I pulled it up, I was just like, "Oh, okay, I wonder what Mandy's gonna think about this one." Yeah, but, just to kinda give you some context, so at first I thought that this was gonna be, like, an article about helicopter parents and things like that,
Mm.
like, the parents are gonna be walking next to the kids like, "I got you through this." But no, it's about it's about how, like, the students are trying to honor their parents as well, because they're just like, "You've been in my corner the whole time, and I want to share this moment with you. I want to share this recognition with you." So this was a USA Today article, and it got me all misty, like, kind of reading
Aw.
it. It was so sweet. But I absolutely loved it. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of the parents of graduates. Congratulations to the graduates themselves, and the whole village surrounding the graduates.
Mhm.
It's that time of year. So yeah, congrats.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that, obviously, with having, for people who don't really know me, I have now uh, there'll be 4 graduates with this one. So this time of year is really bittersweet for a lot of parents as they see their kids moving from, being in high school and being able to kind of tell them what to do to them being 18 and trying to tell them what to do and you can't anymore. So making that transition. Um, and being a parent of an adult is different than I ever expected it was going to be. So just to have kids taking that time to honor their parents, I think it is really fantastic. I do wonder what students were doing, if they were they honoring other people if they didn't have um, the parents that needed to walk with them at graduation.
That is a really good idea, and I honestly don't remember.
And
I
say
don't
that's okay.
remember, but I think that it should be. Hopefully, hopefully they're able
Yeah.
to do that.
Well, I'm not gonna get all negative and dark and be like, some kids don't have parents. Like, they can't
Okay.
do that. So we're just gonna leave it as a feel good. That's amazing. I'm so glad that that students are honoring their parents. That's really fantastic. So I love that one.
Yay.
Okay, so let's see. There's mine. So we have a university blank with a dash of blank blank.
Uh,
University starts with an L and then a dash of JJ.
okay, y'all are gonna have to help me out in the comments because university. Uh, this one's hard. Okay. Um, can I get a hint?
Sure. Let's see. It has to do with exercise.
Oh, okay. Uh, a university L with a dash of jungle gym. No, that's a G. Hold on.
Sounds
Jump rope.
like.
No, jujitsu. Oh man, this is tough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably have to call it because I don't know.
Okay, so this one is a university lecture with a dash of jumping jacks.
Jumping
So,
jacks.
yay, jumping jacks.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So this was, I mean, this is kind of a feel good one as well. We both must have needed that after the week that we had. We
Yeah,
needed all the feel good stories
all
because
of the
Sarah and
feel
I
good
didn't
stuff.
say, yeah, we didn't agree to bring in feel good stories, but we clearly did. So what this one was, I don't think this is going to be any huge surprise, but a university professor at Ohio State University did a study where he had his students for twice out of, I think it was an 80-minute lecture, stand up and do some sort of some sort of exercise, and he had some students like plan some of the exercises and things, so it wasn't just him doing it. And of course they found like an increase in motivation, an increase in engagement, and a lot of students reported positive impacts in their review of the class. Just that like that was one of their favorite parts of the lecture. So that's kind of what the whole article was about.
That's interesting. That reminds me of like what's that thing called? Go Noodle? Is that what it is? Where
Yeah,
like you put on
spring
the
break.
video and the kids do the dances and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like for university. So that's interesting. I don't know if jumping jacks would necessarily be my thing, but I'd be down to do something like maybe one of those dance videos that they have on Go Noodle. Even though I can't dance
We
to save
need.
my life, but yeah,
Why
for
do we
sure.
not have an adult goal noodle? Why is there
Let's
not an
make
adult
one.
goal? We should
Let's
have
make
one.
one. We should.
We're on it. It's EduMatch,
Yes,
like EduMatch noodle or
yeah,
Edu noodle or something. But
we could do like a
yeah, there's got to
wave
be.
and all kinds of things. Yeah,
Hmm.
break dance.
But
Gotta learn how to spit on my
no
head.
bouncing. Yeah.
No bouncing.
No bouncing. No jumping
Okay.
jacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah,
They,
nah.
we don't bounce. That's not a
We don't
thing.
bounce.
So no,
Match does not bounce.
no.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was, I really liked seeing that. We obviously in K-12 have talked a lot about brain breaks, and I think they're more common at the elementary level, potentially yeah, at the middle school level, but it's not something that you see very often in high school. So I really liked this article just because it focused in on older students. So, if we've got the young students doing it and the older students doing it, then clearly the students in between are going to find some benefits as well. So I really liked that article.
Yeah, for sure. And I got to give a shout out to Justin Schleider, one of our early EduMatchers, still part of the fam. And I remember like he was talking about the importance of brain boosts in terms of breaking up the lesson and stuff like that, and saying that there was like a lot of cognitive benefit with the circulation and stuff like that. So yeah, so I think that's super dope. I remember having that conversation with them way back.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I think that like one of the things that we do, like I think about sitting in PDs, and one of the things I like to do in sessions is give people time to kind of process through and to think through what you've said or whatever it is. But I always feel if I put any kind of movement in a session, people are weirded out by it. Like they like it, but they're embarrassed about it and they don't want to do it, but they do want to do it. And it's always this like strange feeling of like they have to complain about it as they get up to do it, but then ultimately they like doing it. So I think we need to like create a norm where like we just get up and move, like that's what we do, and it doesn't matter how your body moves, how it looks, like we move. But
Yeah,
yeah,
get those steps in, Fitbit.
yeah, right, yeah. So
Yeah.
all right, friend, well, I think that's all we have. That is actually the last time. If you guys have just joined us for the first time, you can find a lot of our previous episodes on YouTube. We're going to be moving the EduBeat podcast and all of its previous episodes onto our website as well. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, maybe.
Think so? Yeah, I think
I think
so.
so. I think so.
Yeah.
And
Pocket Cast.
yeah, so you'll be able to find us all of those places. We always welcome people sending in, if you find something that's really interesting that you want us to talk about, please feel free to send it in. You can send it in at podcast@edumatchers.org. We keep an eye on that email, and we'll put in anything that you guys want to take a look at and have us talk about. If you have some opinion on it, we'd be happy to read that on air as well. And so please go ahead and send that in. Otherwise, we have hit our 30-minute mark exactly, my friend.
Hey.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
And Yeah, I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Please, keep your ear to the beat on the streets and let us know what you know. Send it in to podcasters@edumouch.org.
All right, bye everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks.